All right, moving into the other experiences. Definitely, we would encourage if you have other experiences when it comes to health-related experience, if you're a pharmacy technician or research experience, put that information in there within your experiences section. The volunteer community service. If it does not have to be healthcare related, it can be a whole manner of different opportunities to serve the public. Even and then when it comes to if you've volunteering, if you are volunteering, but you got academic, but if someone gives you academic credit for it, or if you were, um, if it was you got a monetary, compensated for it, then that would not be considered volunteering. Or if you were interning, that would not be considered volunteering. Same thing with shadowing. You're actually are if you were shadowing another person for 8 hours, you're not actually volunteering and physically, helping other individuals. You're just watching another person care for someone else. So something to keep in mind for that, for how volunteer community service is defined from that standpoint. And definitely we encourage you to list each volunteer activity separately, and we'll show that to you later on. But and also within your experiences, put in there if you've been involved in student organizations while you're in college or your extracurricular activities. If you worked in a work setting, put that in there. That's you folks that have work experience or experience working in volunteering and working in student organizations, working on campus, working outside of the classroom. You're still developing highly sought transferable skills that will help you become a good pharmacist in the future. So there's time management, project management, being able to teamwork. All those are very useful for the pharmacy profession. So definitely, you want to let us know specifically the details about what you did, and not just the titles, but give us a little more detail on that. And here within that PharmCAS application, you do have that indicate whether it was volunteer, um, compensated, or if you got academic credit. Specifically for the volunteer community service, let us know those hours. We want an absolute minimum of 25 hours of volunteer services required. So let us know roughly how many hours of volunteer service you completed. And the volunteer service, I mean, it doesn't have to be. Um, I would encourage you to definitely consider doing volunteering in a way that's going to lift other people up, whether it be feeding the hungry, whether it be caring for the sick, whether it be caring for widows and orphans, whether it be visiting those in prisons, whether it be clothing those that need clothing. I mean, you want to make sure you want to be able to simply answer the question, how have I benefited the community at large to help your fellow man, as it were, or you can volunteer in the environment, whether it be beach cleanup, or whether it be caring for, volunteering or caring with animals and animal shelter. All that stuff would be considered volunteer community service. Um, so definitely keep that information in mind. As far as the question of why should you volunteer, not only is it is a requirement of hours, volunteer of 25 minimum hours for volunteer service, but the pharmacy profession is a healthcare profession, and healthcare is very much about helping other people and in a serving profession. So you want to be able to have already demonstrated within your application that you already care for other people, and because that's definitely caregiving is through the aspect of pharmacy in this healthcare role is something that the community is going to be taking into consideration.